Our Movember series discussing the importance of golf and mental health now continues. Our next guest here is Todd Thompson. Todd, welcome to Golf Talk Canada.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Great to have you on, my friend, and you have a very inspiring story that we're going to share today. But let's kick things off. What's your connection with Movember?
My connection started about 5 years ago. Um, I decided to grow the mustache, and I have an amazing community around me. I'm just from a small community called Kincardine, and there are about 6,000 people. And I ended up raising $13,000. And yeah, it was right at the start of COVID, so it was nice to raise this money. The reason why I'll get into it in a little bit. But yeah, after that, I decided to instead of growing a mustache, I wanted to organize something. I have a hotel restaurant management background. So I decided I was going to organize a golf tournament, and yeah, it's kind of exploded from there.
Well, good for you. And it all started, I believe you were around 45 years old going in for a checkup. Fill in the blanks. What happened next?
Actually, it wasn't even a checkup because most 45-year-olds are not checking for prostate cancer.
Mm.
Generally, they don't start till the age of 50. I had gone in to see a doctor, and he had followed a gut feeling. And even though I wasn't the profile candidate, so thankful to him, he passed me on to urologist. Urologist did some tests. I ended up going for the prostate biopsy, and they came back and said, yes, you have prostate cancer. So I was 45 years old. That was March of 2020. So it was literally, I think, 2 weeks after COVID shut the world down that I found out I had cancer. So, I'm asking my urologist questions, what's going on, what's going to happen. And he didn't have any answers because he didn't know. Like hospitals were chaotic at the time. He didn't know how many operating room times he would have. So yeah, that was a scary time, honestly.
I'm sure just a terrifying time, an uneasy time whenever you hear that word cancer. Just tell our audience how you're currently doing right now.
Well, since then, I go every 6 months to do a checkup to get your PSA tested. I just had it done, I guess, about 3 months ago. I'm still cancer free. But the funny thing is I use that physically cancer free, but anybody that's had cancer knows there's always that little voice in your head. It's kind of like that. I found you once, I'll find you again. So yeah, but currently, it's all testing. I'm cancer free as of right now.
Okay, well that's good news, and hopefully it sticks that way. And Todd, thank you for sharing that portion of your story because it's very inspirational to hear someone talk about the story in the way you did. So thank you for that. Now we are on a golf show, and I know you like playing golf. Tell us about your relationship, if you will, with the game of golf.
Well, it's a love-hate relationship, as most people have for sure. Um, I have well, a couple kids that don't allow me to get out as much as I can, but I do try to get out, and I love tournaments. I love playing best ball format and going out with my good friends and just enjoying the days. So yeah, I decided that I would like to do something, so I organized this golf tournament to raise the money and have a little bit of fun. And at that time, when I first started it, COVID was easing up, so it was kind of like we've got freedom. Let's go do something. Let's get outside and do something. So yeah, that first golf tournament, it was like I put a little Facebook blurb out saying, "Hey, if I organize this, will they come?" And I think within, I don't know, 2 days, I had about 40 people saying, "Yeah, they'll put a team in." And then all of a sudden, the silent auction items just came out of nowhere. It was something I hadn't planned, but it was unreal. It was every day I was coming home to new messages going, "We'd like to help you out. We'd like to donate," and just kept getting bigger and bigger. Unfortunately, that first year, Mother Nature did not cooperate, and we ended up having to cancel the golf portion. So we dubbed it the Movember Golf Classic Dinner, and I had 124 golfers that first year, and 100 of them still showed up for dinner that night. And we ended up. I have a good friend that's a mental health advocate, so she came and did a little bit of a speech. I have a couple of friends that are testicular cancer survivors, so they came and did their little talk, and then I did my talk about prostate. That's the three main areas of Movember, and it became very emotional. Actually, I was not expecting that side of it to come out. I had guys coming up to me all night telling me stories of their families, like I had an uncle or I had a brother or my best friend's dad or something like that. And in a weird way, it I don't know. I can't even explain it. It was a weird way. It was like a connection bond almost. Like,
Right.
yeah, you don't realize how many people it does affect until something like this happens.
I couldn't have said that better myself. That's very well said on your end. And for this tournament, obviously, Movember is the charity beneficiary. Why Movember? Why the importance of
Uh,
Movember for this?
because Movember started, it was started by a couple of Australian guys that were sitting around the pub one day and they were deciding that they wanted to bring back the mustache. They wanted to bring back that 70s style, but they wanted to find something to make it legitimate. So they decided one of them had a mother that was going through breast cancer, and they thought prostate cancer is the equivalent in a way of cancer for men. So they decided to raise money for prostate cancer. And so that was the original Movember um, mandate was prostate cancer. And it has since added men's mental health and testicular cancer since. So that's what drawn me to them. And then after that first year, I grew the mustache and Movember, good contact in Movember named Andrew Wilkins. He has been fantastic to me and they constantly keep me in touch and help me out. And I know they're doing good. I get information on their programs and all the stuff that they do to support men. So yeah, it was just, and of course having that personal connection, right? It's prostate cancer. So that was what my original drawing point to Movember was, and yeah, it's gotten bigger and bigger. So
It certainly has, I can imagine. And Movember is the official men's health partner for us on Golf Talk Canada. And we're so proud to be partners with Movember. And obviously, since we are a golf show, you mentioned a golf tournament. It's only a couple weeks away, correct?
yeah, 3 weeks. This will be the fourth one. To date, the golf tournaments have raised about $65,000, and the first year the mustache was about 13,000, so about $78,000 altogether. This community has raised in 4 years. But yeah, it's yeah, I get excited. I'm like a little kid in a candy store when I've been getting emails the last 2 or 3 days of people wanting to donate, and my front table is full of stuff right now, and it's sold out in 24 hours this year. I still get people like, can I put a team in? I'm like, oh, it's sold out in June. I'm sorry. Like, I feel bad. I need to get bigger, but the course can only take so many people, unfortunately.
100%. And fingers crossed for nicer weather. We get a nice day when the tournament's underway in
Yep.
a couple of weeks' time for sure. And now, Todd, as we wrap here, there's a wide demographic of people who watch, tune in to Golf Talk Canada. What message would you have for them? Say someone who's around your age about the priority of mental health and to go get checked.
Yeah. You couldn't have said it any better. I've always said that, like, my story is prostate cancer. My friend's stories was testicular cancer. Of course, Movember is my main objective for the tournament, but it's about all health. Like any man out there, if something's wrong, go see the doctor. When I first came out on Facebook with my story, because we told some close friends and family after I found out. Um, I've started when I officially came out and told people my story and decided that I'm going to use it to try and promote health. I got a couple of emails from guys that I grew up with, my age. One had decided to book a colonoscopy that he'd been putting off for years. So it's stories like that that keep me going, right?
Yeah.
It's the, you know, that guy has taken the initiative to look after his health and do something about it because of my story. So that's what excites me. That's the money is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but it's those stories and those people and those guys that come up to me and say, because of you, I did something. So
Wow.
yeah, the message is go do it. Doctors are there, you know, use our healthcare system. That's what it's there for.
Well, hey, Todd, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for sharing your inspirational story. And hopefully, you'll help someone else tuning into this to go get checked and prioritize their health overall. And hey, good luck with the golf tournament as well, my friend.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. And if you don't mind, I'd like to put a plug in.
Yep.
Um, Kincardine, Ripley area, Tiverton area. This is where I'm from. We're on the Lake Huron shore. I can't say enough about them. They have supported me so well through this. Even when I was sick and doing my fighting the cancer, I had so many people helping me. There's never enough thanks in the world, but I just want to give a shout out to them. Thanks to everybody in this community that supports me.
It's very well said, my friend. Good luck with the tournament. Thank you again for sharing your story, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me.